everybody, welcome back to Mini Vegas MC. Now in the last episode, I built the Excalibur and the Tropicana along with some stuff off of the Las Vegas Strip like this church and the Oasis apartments. Pretty fun to build. And now on this episode, we're going to be focusing on this little strip of land that I like to call the park complex. Now that's not what it's actually called in real life. I don't think there actually is a park complex, but I like to think that's what it's called. And this little complex contains the T-Mobile Arena, New York, the park, and Park MGM, which I have not built yet. And if you noticed in the last episode, I was like, oh my gosh guys, I'm gonna probably build Oyo next. Oyo is right next to this, which I'll probably build in the near future, maybe the next episode or the episode after that. And yeah, I did not build that because also in the last video I was like, oh my gosh guys, I'm so sorry, I only did like 4 properties this time, and the video ended up being 18 minutes long. So from now on I should probably stop worrying about not adding so many properties and then featuring them all in one video, because that'll take too long to explain them all. So before we get into the stuff I've added, you might have noticed some changes that have happened to the YouTube channel. First off, my name is no longer Cairo the Vegas Burro, it's just now Cairo Burro. And that's because all my other social media accounts on the internets are just named Cairo Burro. And that's because they both sounded similar. I totally did not name myself that because I thought they rhymed and I'm dumb. Another thing, because of that little name change, you might have noticed the intro was updated a little bit. The outro is also going to be updated, and you'll see it at the end of this video. Yippee. And one more thing to note is that the thumbnails for the Mini Vegas MC videos, they're going to feature a little Minecraft Cairo holding a Las Vegas flag. Now I constructed this flag in this map, and here's a screenshot showing what it looked like before I got rid of it. Pretty cute, pretty nice. And yeah, that should be it for the updates on this YouTube channel. So now let's get onto the stuff that I've added in this video. So to start off, you might notice there's a little bit of MGM Grand showing up. Obviously incomplete, but that's because when I was building New York, I wanted to make like the size of it as accurate as I could. So I built a little bit of the MGM Grand so I could see if the proportions would be accurate, if that makes any sense at all. I'm kind of bad at explaining stuff, lol. New pedestrian bridge from New York to the MGM Grand. I haven't built the lion statue yet, I'll build that later on. So for now, we just got nothing. So let's get on to New York. Hi Cal, are you reading this? Are you reading this little thing? Do you like it? Do you like the thing that I put in here? No. So anyways, on to New York. This was surprisingly kind of easy to build. This facade here, this is unironically one of my favorite currently existing facades on the Las Vegas Strip. It has like a bunch of fake buildings, like different entrances and stuff. Like here's Nine Fine Irishmen, the restaurant that they have inside the casino. It's like a pub place. And then here you have Hershey's Chocolate World, which actually has its own lectern because it's a pretty important property in my opinion. Pretty cool. It's like a chocolate shop. It has like a bakery, lots of Hershey's branded products and stuff. And then here's one of the entrances from the pedestrian bridge. And then you got the tiny Brooklyn Bridge based off of the one that actually exists in New York City. Guys, did you know that this place is so cool that they actually made the Brooklyn Bridge in real life? Oh my gosh. Got this like Pepsi Cola sign that's based off of like an actual advertisement for the Pepsi Cola product back in, I believe, the 1930s to 50s. I actually don't know what that era was when they made it, but it's pretty cool to have. And then you've got, I believe this is like an entrance to a shop. I think it's either SWAT or Stupidiotic, but I think they actually got rid of that Stupidiotic shop recently. I think it's like a bath bomb shop now or something. And then over here you've got this like little skyscraper, like little building type thing. And there's 2 restaurants here. This is a Shake Shack, which used to be the ESPN Zone, which used to be the Motown Cafe when New York first opened back in 1997. And then you've got Tom's Urban, I think that's what it's called. It's like a little sports grill bar type place. Pretty cool. And then you've got the Marquee, which was added in the early 2000s. And then you've got the Hotel Tower, which consists of many different buildings in New York City. Some of them that I can get off the top of my head are the Empire State Building, then you've got the Chrysler Building, and then you've got like the Leisure Building, I think that's what it's called, which started off as like a soap manufacturing building. I don't know. It's been a while since I've researched any of these. Either this or this, one of these is the New Yorker Hotel. I don't know which one it is. One of these is also the CBS building. I forgot which one it was, but one of them is like the CBS building. You got the aforementioned Brooklyn Bridge. You got this little, this very cool looking Statue of Liberty. You can tell it is because it's kind of green. My spectacular Statue of Liberty. Then you've got your lectern for New York, New York that you can read. Boop. There it is. Pause to read. Now, recently they got rid of the water underneath the Statue of Liberty and replaced it with a bunch of like turf, like fake grass and stuff. You know, because they were like, oh, we need to conserve water, even though Nevada is like one of the most water efficient cities in the United States. So I don't really see a reason why they would want to get rid of this. Other than money, probably. I think this was the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. This is also an entrance to New York, New York, that's connected to a pedestrian bridge that's connected to the Excalibur. I think I did also add this recently. I don't remember if it was in the last episode or not. But yeah, Ellis Island right here. I think this was the Ellis Island Immigration Center. I believe this little building is based off of. This is the roller coaster, aka the Big Apple, formerly the Manhattan Express. Now, I think this is supposed to be based off of Coney Island, you know, which has like the cyclone and stuff. It's pretty cool. So it starts over here. You know, you go out. You actually enter on the second floor. In their, I forgot what it was called, but it's like a arcade area on their second floor. It's pretty cool. Lots of arcade games and stuff, and you can win prizes. And you enter the roller coaster through that area. And then you go out over here. You go past the park, which I'll explain later. You go up and up and up and up, and there's like a little flat area right here. And you go woo, wee, wee, and then you turn right here. Another drop, and it goes up, and then it goes through this like this little mess of red nether bricks and nether brick slabs and stairs and stuff. There's a loop-de-loop right here. Let's see if I can remember how the track goes. It goes down here. Then it goes through this loop-de-loop. And then you go through this, like, I forgot what it was called. I think this is where it starts. But this roller coaster was among the first to do this heartline twist thingy. It starts right here. Then you go over here. It goes through, like, a bunch of bumps and stuff. Wait, hold on. Where was it? Right over here. Again, this is just a mess. This is just a bunch of tracks and stuff. You go down here. And then you go right down here. Crosses this little place right here. And it goes whoop. And then yeah, this is just a disaster. Oh my god. But at one point it goes like through this like little spinning thing, and then you go woo, go wee. And then you go back into the casino area. Pretty cool. That was a total mess to explain. Sorry about that. I suck at explaining things, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, you have the valet area. Very cool. And then you have this little like set of sky bridges that goes to their parking garage. You got this little ramp. I got some advertisements and stuff. You got a bridge to T-Mobile Arena, which I'll also explain later. This little section is called the Toshiba Plaza, and here's the lecture for T-Mobile Arena. I think this is like a... I actually don't even know what this is for, if I'm being honest. I remember there's like a celebration here for the Golden Knights when they won the Stanley Cup, and then you've got the park, and then you've got the little pool area for New York, New York. Cool little bean-shaped pool, which I imagine must be very noisy because you've got the roller coaster going past this area and stuff. And I think that's all I got to talk about for New York, New York. So now the next thing I can talk about is the park. So this is the park. Previously, this was like a sales center for city center during construction. After they completed it, I don't know why, but they just left that sales center here, and then they demolished it for this place. And it's like a little shopping center with restaurants and stuff, like an outdoor entertainment venue space. Lots of shrubberies, and then you've got these cool looking like lamp structures, like lights and stuff. This little area, I think this is the Hello Kitty Cafe. Hello Kitty themed sweets and coffee and stuff. Here's another entrance to New York, New York, by the way, right over here. Then you've got the beer house, I think this was named. Very cool. Little fountain structure over here. Some more restaurants and stuff. And yeah, I think that's all that there is. Wait, no, lectern for the park right here. And then these little walls are supposed to be fake waterfalls and stuff. Here's the aforementioned Toshiba Plaza, which has its own sign. No lectern, because I don't think it's really all that important. All I know is that it's named after the Toshiba company. Yeah, that's all you need to know. And then we got the final addition in this episode. This is the T-Mobile Arena, built, I believe, either in 2016 or 2017. This is the home of the Golden Knights. Pretty nice looking, pretty good addition to this area outside of the Las Vegas Strip. I don't think there actually was anything here prior to the addition of the T-Mobile Arena. I think this was just all like empty land. One thing that I kind of find funny about my version of the T-Mobile Arena in this map is that from an aerial view, this kind of looks like a cat face. So yeah, this is the like dome area with the T-Mobile Arena logo. You got like some details and stuff on the roofing. Then all this pink terracotta stuff, these are supposed to be the signage. You got an entrance right down here. This is like an LED screen. Windows. You've got lots of shrubbery going on, some stuff. And then you've got the T-Mobile Arena signage. LED screen with like some logos on it and stuff. And yeah. So, I think that's all I gotta show for this episode of Mini Vegas MC. So in the next video, I'll probably build the MGM Grand, which will probably be one of the biggest builds so far in Mini Vegas MC, or second biggest build, I don't know. The Mandalay Bay is still like freaking massive. Like, look how massive this whole place is. I'm still in awe. Oh yeah, and the Bali High Golf Course, that's, okay, maybe the third largest build in Mini Vegas MC so far. That's all I pretty much got to talk about in this video. Maybe I'll finally build Oyo, I don't know. And don't forget to join my Discord server if you want to add in any suggestions on what I should add or change in the Mini Vegas MC map. Subscribe to Cairo Burro today. This is Cairo, signing off.